Bronny James shouldn't be in the league. He is not an NBA player. I think we all know that. He does not feel comfortable playing in the NBA. He feels comfortable being a gamer. This is to add to LeBron James' legacy. And it's not going to add to his legacy. It's going to take away. Bronny James is not an NBA player. LeBron, for the first time, you a bust. For your son, you got to take it. You the one brought this boy. This boy was making good money gaming in his life. You made him comfortable. A great man always make a weak son.
Kwame Brown talks about Bronny James not being NBA ready. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
We talking about Bronny James, so I know I get it. Some of y'all gonna say I'm hating. Some of y'all gonna say I'm jealous. None of y'all said this when everybody was talking about Russell Wilson, though. Or Westbrook, I'm sorry, who y'all dubbed Westbrook through Skip No Playing Bayless. So we can talk about Wakanda when it's only LeBron and Bronny. It's Wakanda. With everybody else, you go in the barbershop and you enjoy saying that they bust, saying that they ain't saying they ain't this. So you got to take a look in the mirror. You know, I think some of you would frame Bronny James draws, and some of you would frame LeBron tights and jockstrap. You'll frame it, sleep with it, game worn, not washed. Because some of y'all are some freakazoids.
Yeah, LeBron got a huge fan base, so of course they're not going to say anything about Bronny. They're not going to keep it real, but they're going to trash other people, other players in the media, like Russell Westbrook, like a Kwame Brown. As long as you're connected to LeBron James, you're safe in the media.
You don't understand that you participate in the same thing that you're crying about in my chat and many other people's chat. Those same men are black that you guys are saying are all these things. Quincy Oliveri is black. So we don't want to hear your crybaby stuff. We don't want to hear it. Okay? All right. Now that we got addressed you crybabies, we're going to go ahead and give a basketball take. Bronny James shouldn't be in the league. He is not an NBA player. I think we all know that. He does not feel comfortable playing in the NBA. He feels comfortable being a gamer. This is to add to LeBron James' legacy. And it's not going to add to his legacy. It's going to take away. Bronny James is not an NBA player.
And I think the media knows it, but they can't say it only because of the connection with LeBron, the power that he still has. Doesn't have as much power as he did on the Lakers, but even the Lakers staff, JJ Redick, they're just going to act like Bronny James isn't trash. He's not an NBA-ready player. He may not ever be. Good in the G League, good in practice, good in the Summer League, but he gets nervous when he's on the NBA floor. Too much pressure for Bronny James. He has a better chance playing Call of Duty. He's looking good in golf, so that may be a different career path. But as far as the NBA, Bronny doesn't deserve to be in it.
I mean, he got trained by NBA players. He got trained by his father. And you guys keep calling him a 3-and-D player. He can't shoot, and he can't keep anybody in front of him, and he's undersized. He doesn't understand simple principles of being in the right position, because I'm just a bust and I'm watching him go over the top and chase a ball from a handoff instead of sliding through and meeting the guy at the point of attack. He's too undersized to make those type of mistakes. Your footwork and your principles got to be sharp when you're only 6'2". So this doesn't make sense. I mean, I understand daddy work day, to bring your kid to work day, but this experience got to be over. I mean, they only do that one time in the school year. LeBron want to do this for 2 years straight.
Yeah, 4 years if you consider that contract, but Bronny doesn't understand the basic principles of defense. You can see it on the court for the people that really break down film like Kwame. Awful coaching. Watch those videos. You can see that Bronny James doesn't have the IQ, can't really remember where to be on defense. Same thing with offense. Without LeBron James, Bronny would not be in the NBA.
Your son to work. Who gets to do that? What company allows you to bring your kid to work every day other than the Lakers?
LeBron Incorporated.
DT, I ain't playing. This is bring your kid to work day. Homelander Jr. don't want to, I don't know, man. This Crazy. Let that boy off for 2 weeks so he can come back playing. I don't. Whatever LeBron do for them 2 weeks when he take off, they need to give him his 2 weeks. Cause this don't make no sense. I'm tired of everybody telling me I'm mean and I'm wrong when I done endured what I done endured, and everybody else, Oliver Candy, every other player that was black, because the league is 70-80% black, we could get talked about. But if it's Homelander Jr., we can't talk about it. And I've been gracious with him. I've been nice.
Yeah, Kwame been cool with Bronny. Hasn't been bashing him. Real constructive criticism. You watch other people's videos on YouTube, they're way more worse talking about Bronny than what Kwame is. But by Kwame being the bust, he can't say anything about basketball. Even though he played in the NBA for 12, 13 years, they don't want to hear it from Kwame. People in the mainstream media can't talk about Bronny, so they just act like he doesn't exist because of the greatness of LeBron James and the power that he has in media.
I ain't called him a bust. I just tell the truth. He should have never been drafted. I won't even give this kid a bust tag. He should have never been drafted. His daddy get the bust tag for this.
Yeah.
LeBron, for the first time, you a bust. For your son, you got to take it. You the one brought this boy. This boy was making good money gaming in his life. You made him comfortable. A great man always make a weak son. We all know.
Yeah, LeBron gets the blame as far as Bronny, what he's doing in the NBA. Should be in college right now. But LeBron James working on that documentary, trying to improve his greatness, surpassing Michael Jordan. So this is one thing he can use as far as Michael Jordan didn't do this. He didn't get to play with his son on the same team. So this is kind of one up for LeBron, but a step back as well, just because Bronny James is looking terrible. So LeBron, he gets the L when it comes to Bronny being in the NBA. He knows Bronny shouldn't be in the NBA. College at best, G League, practice player, but not an NBA player.
Know this. Look at MJ. Look at all these other kids. Look at EJ. We ain't leaving nobody out. Great men produce weak children. We all know it. You make it too comfortable on them. There's a few that slip through the cracks. You know, there's an exception to every rule.
Steph
but
Curry,
the majority,
couple.
we make it too easy on them. You don't see champions producing champions. Show me throughout history our greatest boxers, greatest hoopers, greatest runners. What do their kids do? They don't do nothing great. They don't do it. They don't follow in their footsteps. Layla Ali was the exception. She's a female. We didn't think it was going to be a female. Hell, maybe it's toxic in me, but we thought one of his sons was going to be like him. But do you see a Muhammad Ali Jr. kicking? No. So this is just, I know y'all like to think everything is hate because you don't like to hear the truth. Truth is like a chalkboard being scratched in front of some of you. You go crazy when you hear the truth. You know, kind of like when some of you see your test scores, you be mad as hell at the teacher. You the one wrote that down. Calm down. You the one wrote that. Get a Lunchable.
Yeah, even the LeBron fanatics know that Bronny James shouldn't be in the NBA, but they're not going to keep it real on social media. They're going to keep playing the same highlight, the putback dunk versus the Warriors in the preseason, but we're going to disregard the 5 turnovers and a few points. JJ Redick, is he keeping it real with Bronny behind the scenes? I doubt it. He can't be a real coach when it comes to Bronny because LeBron's going to be there and check him, so you can't coach Bronny because LeBron James is a few feet away. Maybe if Bronny was on a different team, he'll have a better chance of being coached because you don't have to look over your shoulder and worry about LeBron James being pissed off.
Greatness not transmitted in DNA. Well, them love affair white folks will tell you that. LeBron James and Bronny James Jr., is he going to be like his daddy? You know, they love to tell. I told you, this is not, this is Homelander and Homelander Jr. Until they got rid of the team. Jeannie Buss fucked up the potion. Jeannie Buss messed up the potion. I said there's an exception to every rule. So King Griffey Jr. is that exception. Stephen Curry is an exception. But it's not many. I'm telling you could count that once every 10, 20 years that you go get a son of a professional that is actually good. And most times the son is better than the father.
Not in this case.
Most times the son is better than the father. Steph Curry is better than Dale Curry ever was.
Maybe Bryce James will be that exception. Looks like Bronny isn't even a G League player, maybe G League at best, but maybe Bryce James could be that son that could possibly be way better than Bronny, be an NBA player at minimum, a rotational player, much more taller, about 4 or 5 inches. So that's another downside for Bronny James. He's undersized. He doesn't have IQ, can't play defense, can't score, can't dribble the ball up the court. I'm interested to see how Bryce is going to play in college and if he gets a chance in the NBA.
And that's how it's supposed to go. That means Dale Curry was a humble leader. That he had time for his son. And you got to remember, I remember seeing Steph Curry in the gym shooting threes. I remember seeing it. Steph Curry was a ball boy. He got a real experience around hooping. He grew up in the gym. He loved this. He had no choice. Did Bronny grow up in the gym or did he grow up playing PlayStation?
Call of Duty.
Mayweather was able to be great because his dad had him in a gym. He grew up in the gym. And maybe Mayweather's upbringing was a little bit unorthodox. Mayweather was probably fighting damn near grown-ups as a teenager with a daddy like that. So it's all about being unorthodox. It's all about making your kids uncomfortable. Mayweather wasn't comfortable. He had to work. He still worked like that. And Steph Curry, he was just around it. Every day shooting shots, perfecting his craft.
Yeah, what makes it worse is maybe Bronny James had elite NBA training around the NBA greats, and he's still not ready for the NBA. So that's 10 times worse than a Steph Curry that's been around basketball, was a ball boy, was working out with the team, putting up jump shots. We've seen clips here and there with Bronny, but it didn't translate over to the NBA. He's not an NBA-ready player. LeBron James got to hold this L. He ruined Bronny, embarrassing him out there in front of the media, in front of the fans. The fans know it, but they'll never say it because of the power of LeBron James and the LeBron James fanatics.